During the Vietnam War, about 2,000 U.S. service members were classified as prisoners of war or missing in action.
Yet many died and their bodies never recovered, so their families really had no closure.
But now, after 40 years, property from one soldier who was MIA finally found its way home. It's a journey that began in Tucson. Here's News 4 Tucson's Dominica Fuller with more in a story you'll see only on 4.
One Tucson woman kept a vow to a Vietnam soldier for over 2 decades. Paula Sanford wore a POW MIA bracelet almost every single day, promising to only take it off when he returned. What she didn't realize was she would be the one to bring part of him home. William Shinn was a son, a brother, an Eagle Scout, and a chess player.
You know, I think he just, he wasn't real flashy or outspoken on things, but just a solid person.
Looking back, Gary Wegner, a fellow classmate, remembers him as a classic Eagle Scout, honest and dependable. Staff Sergeant Shinn is also a fallen hero, killed trying to rescue 2 airmen in 1970. It's been over 40 years, and his family still has to grieve over an empty grave. The only person who's had a piece of William all these years is Paula Sanford. For more than 2 decades, she's worn Staff Sergeant Shinn's MIA bracelet, and she didn't even know him.
Got this bracelet over 20 years ago, 1986-87, at Rantoul, Illinois, Chanute Air Force Base. For 20 years, over 20 years, I have held Sergeant Shinn with me, knowing that he'll come home.
Paula woke up a month ago with a calling to reunite her bracelet with Staff Sergeant Shinn's family.
Something told me, wake up, there's an urgency. Yeah, I need to find the family to this bracelet.
All it took was one email to his high school.
I never thought I'd get a response. I thought, I'm putting this out there, and I tried, but nobody will ever answer me. So within 24 hours, I had a response, and Gary had phoned me.
Paula. How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Don't you get me started.
So Gary felt he had no choice but to ride his motorcycle from Woodland, California to Tucson, all for the only thing left of his fallen friend.
What else would you do? Put it in the mail? That's not something you can mail.
There was a simple ceremony at Purple Heart Park in Tucson to exchange the bracelet.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
On April 3rd, Gary was welcomed in Woodland by Staff Sergeant Shinn's family. With him, a simple bracelet etched with a hero's name. But to Staff Sergeant Shinn's family, part of William had come back to them.
I always in my heart knew that he would come home. To me, this is his coming home, of giving what I have of him to his family. Because how do we know?
Paula wants to inspire others if they have a POW MIA bracelet to return it to the fallen heroes' families, because they too could be grieving over an empty grave. I'm Dominica Fuller, News 4 Tucson.
Gosh, that is so true.
You know, they still have a commission that goes over there and looks for POWs and MIA soldiers and other members of the military.
As people hope.
Still an ongoing effort decades later.